This is ABC 7 News, Chicago's #1 news. With Judy Sue, Jose Sanders, weather with meteorologist Tracy Butler, and Roz Varen's traffic. This is ABC 7 News this morning.
Now more on our top local story today. The Drew Peterson case is back into the spotlight once again after longtime friends of his say they wore a wire. Paula Stark and her husband, Len Wozak, say they recorded conversations with Peterson and say he spoke to them about his missing wife, Stacy, and dead wife, Kathleen. Former Cook County State's Attorney Thomas Glasgow is now a criminal defense attorney in private practice, and he joins us this morning to talk more about wiretaps. And I had so many questions for you. So how do they get authority to do something like this? It is completely legal what they did.
It is completely legal. If the police go to and advise the state's attorney as to what they wish to do, they then go and petition the judge of the district, the chief judge of the district, to issue an order authorizing the eavesdropping. They can then wear the wire. The wire is then used during the course of the investigation. It has to be renewed from time to time in order to show that the felony or the crime is still being committed, or evidence can still be adduced from the consensual overhear.
Did it surprise you at all that investigators went this route?
No. In fact, that is where you get your best evidence, is from people who are closest to the defendant. When they sit down and they talk with the defendant, the words of the defendant are the most powerful evidence that you can have against the defendant.
Completely admissible in courts.
It's admissible in court. It's a statement by the defendant that is said by him against his interest. Additionally, the fact that they wore the wire and it was court authorized gives the permission of the court under the statutes in order for it to be admissible in court.
And questions have been raised about the couple now talking to the media. Is that a crime? Are they doing anything wrong?
There's nothing really wrong with them talking about what they know. I would be upset with them if I was investigating this and I was the police. I'm sure the police are not very happy with them for coming forward and talking about this. However, it's not a crime for them to divulge what they know. It is a crime, however, for someone, and it's a violation of the eavesdropping statute, for someone to discuss what they have learned as a result of the eavesdropping. In other words, if they had heard this through the eavesdropping, then, in other words, through the electronic device, and then turn around and disseminate it, that's a violation. But the direct conversation, even though it's being overheard at the same time, is not a violation.
Okay, Thomas Glasgow, thank you so much for coming in this morning to share a little bit of your insight on the Drew Peterson case.